Hello, so I am back to do my day 2 of Lexapro, and technically, wait, is it day 2? Yeah, it's day 2, okay. So, yeah, okay, sorry, yeah, it's day 2. But technically, today would be day 3 because I take it at night, so I'm gonna just go over day 2, which was yesterday. So, day 2 was pretty much the same. Very, very, very tired still. And yesterday was actually a pretty good day. I didn't have much anxiety. Very little anxiety. I don't even know what to say because it's pretty much the same as day 1, so still a little bit of nausea and yeah, just sleepiness, nausea, and I find it hard for me to fall asleep. I don't know if it's the medicine or if it's me, but could be the medicine. But yeah, so I guess a little bit of insomnia. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I noticed that because the other night I actually took my Lexapro with my anti-anxiety medication and like at the same time, and I was feeling very drowsy. I thought I was gonna overdose because I was feeling so drowsy and my vision was so blurry. I couldn't keep my eyes open and I was so scared to fall asleep, and I didn't know what was going on with me. I was freaking out a little bit. And so I learned my lesson with that, and I am not going to take my anti-anxiety medication with my Lexapro because it makes me extra drowsy. And like I said, Lexapro already makes me drowsy and gives me blurry vision, so my driving is getting a little better where I can drive and see better. I still have a little bit of blurry vision, but it's not that bad. I can drive fine. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for my update with Lexapro. But it's only day 4, so yeah, still got a long way to go. So I'm pretty sure I'll probably be feeling a lot better in 2 weeks from now. So it takes about 4 to 6 weeks for the full effects, and then like about 2 weeks for you to actually start feeling the effects. Yeah, so I still feel anxiety when I'm under a lot of stress. I feel my anxiety getting worse, and I honestly don't know why that happens to me when I am under a lot of stress, because a year ago from now I was under a lot of stress and I never experienced anxiety. It wasn't until maybe 4 months ago I started experiencing anxiety for the very first time, and it was bad. It was bad. So I'm just gonna go back to April. I'm gonna go back to April. I almost said July and then I got confused. So April. I started experiencing anxiety, and I actually had an anxiety attack. It was very small anxiety attack, but it was pretty bad. Like I say it was small because it was nothing compared to the other ones I've had. So, okay, actually, I take all that back. I just erase all that because I want to go back to when I was pregnant with my second one, and I experienced an anxiety attack out of nowhere. Like, I remember being under so much stress at that time, and I experienced my first anxiety attack, and it was brutal. I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was dying, and I was even more scared because I thought I was gonna go into labor because of the stress that I was going through during my anxiety attack. And um, yeah, so that was my very first one, and then after that was fine. I didn't have any more anxiety, nothing, and until after I had my baby, and then I experienced anxiety, but I knew it was normal because the first couple weeks, you know, your hormones are going back to normal and stuff, and I had anxiety. But then it went away after a couple weeks, and I did fine for a couple months, and then because I had my baby in December, and around April, I had another anxiety attack, and um, I just got through it, and I just dealt with it, and I never experienced an anxiety attack after that. And um, then beginning of July came, and I started experiencing a little bit of anxiety again, and I finally went to my OB, and I told her that I was experiencing anxiety, and so she gave me Zoloft, and um, I tried it for a week and a half, and she started me off at 25 milligrams, and I did fine with it. I was very irritable, though. I was very, very impatient, very irritable. I like the littlest things set me off, and I didn't like that. And so I went back to her and I told her that I felt like the medicine wasn't really working. And so she upped my dose to 50 milligrams. And that very same day, I experienced the most intense panic attack. It was so brutal. It was just so bad. I can't even put into words how horrible it was. It was bad, and I literally thought I wasn't going to come out of it. I thought I was going to die, and I was just feeling so panicky, and I couldn't breathe, and I couldn't understand why everything was just so slow. I was looking around and everything was just so slow, and I was freaking out. My heart was just going crazy, and yeah, it was very intense. And so I immediately stopped taking the Zoloft, and I was off it for a couple weeks. And then I went back to my OB and I told her what happened, and so she switched me to Celexa. I was very, very hesitant to take it. It actually took me a couple weeks before I decided to take it, and I finally took it, and the first day my anxiety was bad. I could not control it. It was unbearable, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't stay taking it. It scared me. I was scared. I was just constant anxiety, constant worry, and I couldn't handle it. So I just didn't take it anymore. And then a couple weeks went by again. Um, well, not a couple, maybe a week or two. I went to a different doctor, a family doctor, and um, he gave me Paxil, and I tried it for the first day, and it wasn't as bad as the Celexa, but I was still experiencing anxiety, and I couldn't control it. I couldn't handle it. I just couldn't. All those antidepressants always increased my anxiety, and I just couldn't do it. And because at that time I couldn't really figure out how to get my anxiety under control, and how to ground myself and just tell myself that it's just my anxiety, and just ignore it and get over it. I couldn't figure out how, I couldn't gain the strength to really do that. And so I didn't take it again. And then I went back to my OB and I told her, and she just said I needed to go see a psychiatrist. So I did. And now we're here. And she gave me Abilify. I took it for almost 2 weeks. And like I said, those side effects that I was having in my other video, and then she switched me over to Lexapro. And then, yeah, it did increase my anxiety again, like the Paxil and the other ones did. But since I'm able to control it now, and I have my anti-anxiety meds to help me, and it's going pretty good so far. So I'm excited and I'm happy that it's going well for me now. And because back then I was feeling so hopeless, I was feeling so emotional and just so many emotions, and I thought I wasn't gonna get better. And yeah, so it's getting better and it's getting easier. So and this is my almost 3-year-old. What's your name?
Kristen.
Graceland. Say hi.
Hi.
She's not shy at all. So, yeah, I will update again tomorrow. So, I'll see you guys later.